tell me anything.
What,
You said you got,
story?
yeah, you got a story.
A story.
That's like everything you've said so far is a story.
There is some pictures that'll back up that story.
All right.
Yeah,
where are the pictures? Where are the pictures? I want proof.
I got proof.
I want proof.
I got proof.
I want to see, where is it?
I got proof that my car is about 4 foot ahead of your car with a flag waving, and it's got black and white marks on it. I believe that's a checkered flag. It ain't a move over flag.
No, that is, you know, I hold the record in NASCAR, and you go back and check it in the books between 69 and 70.
You hold the record.
Will you hush? I've got more second and third place finishes than anybody in NASCAR history. Now, I never won a race.
Now,
hush. I came close twice. Once was in Savannah, and he's right. He says he beat me by 4 feet. That is totally wrong. He beat me by maybe 4 inches, but he did beat me. I got to give him that. So that was one I should have won. The other time was at Columbia Speedway when we had almost a half a lap lead on the last lap, and the clutch blew, and we coasted to a third place finish coming down the back straightaway all the way through 3 and 4, and we were in third place with no clutch and no power. And guess who was in fourth place?
With a record push.
Guess who was in front? Well, the record was in front of you, dude.
That's right. Record was there, but I was in the pits. You didn't put me there.
When Johnny started coming to Columbia Speedway, they went from a 2-record track on Thursday nights to a 3-record track on Thursday night. Because we had to have enough records, one specially dedicated to Johnny.
That's right.
You know, I mean, if he wasn't wrecking me, he was trying, but I was too good for that. He never could turn me around. He tried one time.
Well, you made it one time.
Well, he did. Well, let me tell you about Myrtle Beach Speedway.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see if you can remember that one correctly.
This one, sir. I can remember real fine, sir.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we got down there, started the race. He's starting behind me, familiar position. We go into the first turn. The car in front of me backs off a little bit and starts to slide, so I get nailed in the back end. Hard enough to knock me 10 feet off the track.
Whoever told you to stop in the middle of the darn track?
I didn't stop in the middle of the track.
Well, you sure?
So
was that a little faster you could run?
No, coming down the back straightaway, I decided, well, I'm going to let this dude go by me so he doesn't loop me again. So he goes by on the inside. We come off of turn 4 and start back down the front straightaway, and I couldn't resist. Oh, I just couldn't resist. He slowed down a little bit, and I nailed it.
Yeah, you know what he said when he went by? The devil made me do it.
The devil made me do it. So I got in front of him. We hit turn 1, and he comes up and hooks the inside of my quarter panel, right? We saw the most beautiful 2-car. It should have been an Olympic synchronized spinning event.
It was synchronized now. There's no two ways about it.
Right around 1 and 2, right off of that little embankment down the dirt. And somebody got his car back up on the track before I could because he had me at the alligator swamp down the car.
What can I say? Some of us got it and some of us ain't. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sorry you ain't, Johnny. I am so sorry you ain't got it.
That's all right, but hey, you know what?
What?
There's one good thing that come out of all of that.
What's that?
You and I are sitting right here together today.
That's exactly right.
That's right.
And you know,
I ain't hit him yet.
No, I haven't. Well, I did when we first got here. I walked up behind him, bumped him.
Like he said a while ago, he come behind me again.
That's right. Right away, he knew who it was. He didn't even have to turn around and knew that the legend had done nailed the master one more time.
That's right. But there's a saying that goes with that.
What is it?
And it's on the website too. Remember?
Which one?
Racing. It's got a
time limit. Friendship is forever. That's right. And it is great, thanks to Racers Reunion, to be hooked back up with this dude and all of his memories and all of my memories. They're good memories. We don't see eye to eye on them all the time, but they're every bit good memories. And thanks to this wonderful RacersReunion.com, we can come back and live it up, and we can talk about these things.
If we can get Harold Fountain and Bob Moore and about 3 or 4 others that's in here, we can get them to sit around in here. I believe we could kill this camera. The batteries anyway. We got more memories to put than you could ever put on paper.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. And I did, you know, actually I was a race fan all my life, but I only drove for 5 years. But in that 5-year period, the memories that we built up. How long did you drive, Johnny?
I ain't got my shoes off. I can't count that far. I don't know. It run from the early 60s to the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and before that, my father was into it big time, so I've been around it since day one, and looks like I'm going to be there to day end.
Well, I think it's something, you know, it got in my blood when I was 6 weeks short of turning 6 years old. And it never, I'll be 63 years old in just over a month. And I think my intense love of the sport has never waned, but I have become more in love with the memories, which is your tagline, and the way it used to be, and the way it was from, say, 1949 through probably 78, 79. You know?
You take today's racing and put it out there on yesterday's tracks, and it wouldn't last. But you can take yesterday's racing and put it on today's tracks, and you draw a crowd.
You got it. I mean, that's exactly right, because I have been to a couple of vintage car races, one at Greenville Pickens, particularly a few years ago. And when you see all these 57 Chevys and these 55 Chevys and these 59 Fords get out on that track, boy, it doesn't make your heart just...
But what the thing about it is, there's some groups out. They got some real fine cars. But there's a special group, and I'm going to have to go to Georgia. I ain't knocking you, buddy, but we'll show you. But you take that group in Georgia, and when they get on the track, they'll put them coops out there, and they'll line up around there, and they'll start going around the track, and there's people out there say, they ain't going to race them cars. Well, when the green flag flies, I've seen them pile up and turn one down there, and every one of them will wreck, and they'll get out there and go at it again. But we race. We still know what racing is.
Are you doing that?
Yes, sir.
Are you doing it?
Yes, sir. I still know how to rub up one and get spun out.
No, but I mean, you are currently racing these vintage cars?
No, sir. I'm building one. There will be one coming here shortly.
And you're going to be driving?
I'm going to attempt it. And if I can't, I know you might try to help, right?
Well, I'll tell you what I need to do. When you try your first race, will you please let me know so my wife and I can plan on coming down watching?
Oh, sure. Yes, sir. We'll bring you down there. We'll get Jeff Glider down there with a racer reunion, and we'll have a show like you ain't never thought about seeing.
Well, I thought about seeing it, but it just never included you.
Well, that's okay. I'll be there, whether I'll be in the background or not, because if I can't do it, I know you can give it a whirl, right?
We'll give it a whirl. You know that.
Might get two built. Now, wouldn't that be something?
If you do that, I know where you can find a driver for the second.
That's right. Wouldn't that be the legend and the master on the track at one time? Wow.
That'd be great.
Now that's memories.
You know, it is. Johnny, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Buddy, it's great to have you here. Thank you. Racing has a set time. Friendship is forever.
That's right.
That's ours. Thank you.
Good job, fellas.
You like that?
Yes, sir.
Now,